Oh my god.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Bonjour et bienvenue au programme Expérientiel désirez-vous parler régulièrement anglais ou français?
English, please.
English. So each team has 20 minutes to present the case in front of the jury. Presentation will be timed with a chronometer. Time will be indicated at the following segment to remind the participant of the remaining time to complete the presentation. So 10 minutes, 5, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and the last 10 seconds. If presentation is incomplete after 20 minutes, presentation will be automatically stopped. A period of 5 minutes is allocated to the jury to ask questions. It is mandatory that at least one question is asked by the jury to complete the question period. Note that if a participant reveals the name or the source of the university will lead to a result. So I will now let the jury present us.
Hi, I'm Ketan and I'm the content manager for Additional.
Hi, my name is Anthony and I'm the creative director at Mosaic.
I'm Vicky Marco. I'm a director of commerce for Edson.
I'm JMSB. I'm a partner at Element, not LMB.
Nice to meet you. Sorry. Plus-size women, underweight women, tall women, skinny women have all been victims of negative body image throughout most of their youth. Plus-size women in particular, at the case we're looking at today, have most likely suffered from this throughout most of their youth and early 20s. However, as they get older, they start realizing that other things become more important, and more importantly, they start loving the way they look, and they look for brands and companies that will allow them to feel this way and show it with the whole entire world. And that's where you come in at Expérientiel, with clothing that's going to empower women at this crucial stage in their life where they're confident with their plus-size body image. Good afternoon, we are Elevate Consulting. I'm here with my colleagues Alexa and Christopher and myself, Sarah, and we're here to make sure you bring your business to the next level.
So the reason why we came here today was to create an event that will generate buzz around the new rebranding of Expérientiel, to launch the new website and the new store concept that will be aligned with the new September collection that's coming out. We had a few key considerations that we made sure to go in depth with. First being declining in-mall traffic, the second being the arrival of various international players and other specialty stores, and appealing to a younger target market, as we have seen that Expérientiel has been appealing to a aging demographic. So with this rebranding, we have to revisit the funnel. With the new rebranding, the new store concept, it's more modern, it's innovative. We need to get our client base and our new customers aware. We need to recreate this awareness within them to generate interest, to actually get them inside our store so that we can bring them all the way down to the funnel into the post-purchase phase. So let's look at the company. Who is Expérientiel? They are a one-stop destination where style doesn't have to matter with your size. It's modern, it's fashionable, it's innovative, and it provides world-class shopping experiences both online and within the retail. The mission of Expérientiel is to make women feel confident, feel powerful, to bring out who they are with the style of clothing that they wear, to give them the confidence that they are amazing and beautiful. So, Expérientiel has rebranded to remain true to their mission and to maintain their competitive market. So with the changing landscape, Expérientiel must adjust. So with the declining in-mall traffic, we see this happening because of technology. People are on their phones, they're shopping online, they're browsing with their fingertips now, not with their feet within stores. We see this change in the consumer habits. People prefer to stay indoors where it's warm and cozy and they can cuddle up in front of the TV and just scroll all day long. Whereas competitors are utilizing this for their own stores within the digital space. And we see that Expérientiel has to do this as well. They need to create an omni-channel experiences that reaches them on every different touch point that creates just an overall amazing experience for the customer. We looked at the competitors within the landscape. It's pretty heavy, it's a big fight out there. We have Walmart, we got Giant Tiger on the lower end of the price and quality. Winners moving up the line. We see the Bay and small retailers providing the quality, providing the good service where they have well-informed salespersons, providing these individuals with style choices and tips and tricks of how they can bring out their inner beauty. This is where Additionnel needs to be, and this is where they have to be shown and to be seen. They must figure out a way to tailor its offerings to these plus-size individuals in a way that encourages their customer engagement and builds the brand loyalty. So, appealing to a younger target market. We see that we have been targeting an aging demographic. This isn't so much of a problem as we love these clients. They've been loyal to us, we want to keep them, but we also have to take in consideration that we have to reach out to the newer clients that we are letting slip by through our fingers as competitors seize them. Awesome, right? Yeah, thank you. So with this, we've noticed a hinder with the company's innovation and overall trendiness because they've been marketing themselves to an older demographic who uses a different style of communication, different method of viewing the brand. We need to reach out to the younger demographic and fix this problem. So, who is this demographic? Who are we talking about today? Meet Marie. She's in between the age of 28 and 40 years old. She's comfortable with her body image. She's newly emerged. All those adolescent insecurities are wiped away. And we're able now to give her the confidence she needs in her day-to-day life with the clothing that she wears. She's constantly on her phone. She's using all the social medias from Instagram to Twitter to, let's say, Pinterest, because they're just a great place to get ideas. They are heavily influenced, and they enjoy wearing new styles. And she generally has a high household income, which will let her shop at your store enthusiastically. So she's looking for opportunities, and she wants to be able to share that empowerment with her friends. That's what we want to provide today.
So now, going back to our mandate and what you asked us here today, which was to create an event to create awareness and buzz for the rebranding of Additionnel. And what we brought to you is Empower Ed, a fashion show that's targeted at women in the store, and it's a strategy that focuses on providing women with clothing and an experience that empowers their confidence. So that's done through a three-phase approach. So first, getting ready. That involves generating buzz around the fashion show through influencers and models that Additionnel currently has. Then, strut the catwalk. This is where we launch the Empower L fashion show inside the Carrefour store. And finally, Memories Forever, where we ensure post-fashion show loyalty through an omni-channel experience to all customers like Mary. Firstly, how do we generate buzz and how do we get people to come to this great event? So firstly, we want to invite them to this fashion show, which would take place on September 1st, which is also the date of your September 2019 launch. So we would communicate this through Instagram and YouTube because those are the channels that customers like Marie are most commonly on. We would use the current network of influencers and models for them to be able to post about the event to the followers. And we would also use targeted social media advertisements to make sure that we're getting the region of Montreal, since that's where the Carrefour location is. So how exactly would this happen? They would be posting our graphics that we would send them on their social media and writing about it in the blog. The goal is that we want to obtain the maximum capacity inside the Carrefour store for this event and open it up on a first come, first served basis. So how exactly will this work? So first, Mary arrives in store, but before she gets in store, she has to create an avatar account using an interactive screen display that will be at the front of the store. She enters the show, and Mary enjoys refreshments such as wine while she watches the September 2019 collection being strutted on the runway by models. So she posts to social media throughout the event because she's super excited and using the hashtags, which we'll get into a little bit later. And she becomes one of the first exclusive customers who gets to make a purchase into the September 2019 collection. And we know that our target consumer, like Mary, really enjoys to be able to have her hands first on a product. Then her purchases are automatically linked to her avatar account, which we'll also get into a little bit later. But then at the end of the event, Mary leaves with a gift bag and a smile on her face. So Empower L Fashion Show is an annual event to get customers in store and celebrate the launch of the new rebranding in this case, but the launch of future collections for next year's case. So it'll include plus-size models which model Additionnel's clothes, strutting the runway in the new collections. It would give customers who attend a priority to purchase those collections. There would be wine and music by a local DJ, and the entrance would again be on a first come, first served basis. This would actually allow Additionnel to collect even more data on the customer to be used later in retargeting through the avatar creation. And gift bags will be given to all attendees to make them leave happy, and there'll be included coupons and maybe some samples. So the hashtag that we want to prominently use during this event is #EmpowerL, in addition to the regular Additionnel hashtags. So the idea of this is to really generate buzz for the event, because we want this to be an annual event that's reoccurring. So we would also have a filter on Instagram, and the hashtag will be tracked by the number of people who use it at the event. And at the end of the event, there will be a giveaway of a dress package for a lucky customer. So the influencers that we are going to ask to actually market the event are going to be present at the event to talk to customers, as that's some of the influencers that those customers like Mary follow on social media.
So now that we've taken a look at how we're going to create buzz for this new rebranding of your product, let's go one step further and look at, after this fashion show, how can we make sure that consumers keep coming into store and remain with you for the rest of their customer lifetime? So one way we can do this is by providing an omni-channel experience. So we know that customers currently really like shopping online through their website or through your mobile-friendly website. However, we want to make sure that they also enjoy the in-store shopping experience. And we want to leverage the website and the mobile website to make sure that they come into store continuously. And we want to do that through the avatar. So my colleague Alexa spoke about the avatar briefly, and I'm going to go into more detail about it and really emphasize how it's going to make sure people come into store. So this avatar, basically you create a digital version of you on an online platform, kind of like the Snapchat avatar idea. And what this does, it allows consumers to see themselves within your store and what they're going to look like with your clothing and products on it. How we're going to get them to create this avatar: when they enter the fashion show, they have to create the avatar in order to be able to enter. Also, through the influencers, we're going to have them really leverage this as well. So what does this avatar look like? So you create this avatar through this online platform with Additionnel. Through this avatar, you can choose the clothing, you see what it looks like on you. You can also filter with different colors. What's really great too is that you can share your avatar with your friends so they can give you their feedback through this platform as well. So you can choose the size also. So if you already have Additionnel clothing, you just put in what size of clothing you currently own, so you don't have to give in your measurements in case you're sensitive about that. So yeah, you can choose your colors. You have different types of clothing that are suggested to you based on your previous purchases as well through the store. And so now you're probably wondering, yes, this is great for website and mobile, but how is this going to be leveraged and good for the in-store experience? So we're going to be using avatars and your sales representatives to leverage this. So your sales representatives are going to turn into stylists. So what you can do when you create your avatar is that you can create a schedule with your stylist where you can go in store and they're going to be there to really help you choose what clothing based on your avatar. So what's the journey once you enter the store now? So you enter, a stylist there is there to greet you. You share your avatar with them so they see currently what your products are that you've purchased, what you're looking at, and they can give you new ideas. And furthermore with that, they'll actually bring you in the store where these products are located to help you try them on and give you future advice. And so you leave the store not only with that digital experience, but an enhanced, better in-store experience using that online avatar. So what are these values of this avatar for Additionnel? So it's in line with your vision and your mission. That style isn't limited by size. It gives you consumer data. So by creating these avatars, not only do you have access to their emails, but you know who they are, you know their age, you know what they're purchasing, you know what they're looking for. If they've interacted with a consultant, you have even more information about them, and they have a direct interaction with your store. It also increases in-store traffic because you create that online experience that translates to the in-store experience. It allows you to reach a younger demographic because you get to see the age group, and the younger demographic that you're looking for are the ones who are going to really like and appreciate this service. And it gives them an experience that creates that customer lifetime value that you're looking for. So we're going to bring back the funnel now to see how we've solved each issue here. So we know because you're rebranding, you really have to go back to square one in order to make sure that you provide that post-purchase loyalty that's important for any company. So at the awareness phase, we solve this by having influencers use their reach and their market in order to ensure that the word of your new branding gets out there as easily as possible. In terms of interest, we create buzz with this fashion show, so invitations to come to this exclusive event that's really fun, very different, very unique. The considerations when they come to the fashion show, they see your new line of clothing, they see the new branding, they see what Expérientiel has become, and they're very excited. They want to continue being part of this community. In terms of purchase and post-purchase loyalty, because of the avatars and the stylists, we're leveraging that online experience to in-store experience and making sure that after the event, consumers keep coming into your store. So now in terms of the timeline, let's look at how this is going to roll out. So we see we have to develop this avatar because this is the most important part in order to retain that customer lifetime experience. We're going to reach out to influencers and models at the beginning, and the fashion show is going to take place in September. So everything prior is going to be making sure that we reach there effectively. After that, we're going to launch the avatar, train the stylist to make sure we're ready for that post-purchase loyalty phase that's going to continue driving people to your store after the event. And finally, the consultations are going to be launched at the end to really ensure that these consumers keep coming to your store.
So looking at exactly how much this is going to cost, the avatar development we're estimating is about $10,000. The media and online advertising is $8,000. The fashion show event is $20,000. And the reason why that is the bulk of the purchase is because it's really an event where we want to put the majority of the budget because it's really going to be that event that creates that in-store experience. The in-store screens that are $5,000 will be reused and repurposed for when if the plan at the Carrefour store goes well, we can launch this across other additional stores with high foot traffic. And then the influencers, since we already have that relationship with them, we don't see it being that much, so giving us a total cost of $50,000, which is exactly the budget that you gave us today. So looking at how exactly we're going to measure the performance, so we're going to do that through the number of avatars created. So as people are, we also use this number because it's the avatars that are created in store when people have to go to the event, but it's also, you have the ability to create these avatars online directly before the event, after the event, even during. And what we're aiming for is a target of 44,000 and around 44,300, sorry. And the reason why we chose this number is because we took 15% of the current email database, which is approximately 290,000. And then for the number of stylist consultations that are really going to stem from the buzz of that fashion show, we estimate 18,300 over the course of the year or 6 months following the implementation. And we actually took that number from around 40 to 50% of the number of avatars created, because to actually have a stylist consultation, you need to create an avatar. So we took, like I said, 40 to 50% of that number. And then in terms of share of voice before, during, and after the fashion show, we want to increase that by 30%. And the main reason is because of the hashtags and also the buzz created by all of the influencers and models who are going to constantly post about the fashion show and the avatars and really be the voice for Additionnel's new rebranding and, more importantly, empower Elle. So going back to why we came here today, which was to create an event to generate buzz around the new rebranding, the launch of the new website, and the new store concept aligned with the new September collection, along with a plan to retain these customers into the Additionnel ecosystem. So we considered the declining in-store, in-mall traffic, the arrival of various international players, and the change of appealing to a younger target demographic than usual. And what we did is came with Empower Elle, a strategy that focuses on providing women with clothing and an experience that empowers through their confidence, through a 3-phase approach. So getting ready, where we generated buzz around the fashion show through influencers and models. Strut the catwalk, where we launched Empower Elle fashion show. And Memories Forever, where we ensured post-fashion loyalty through an omni-channel experience. So where does this leave Additionnel today? It gives Additionnel to continue to satisfying the current customers while appealing to a whole new customer market that has yet to be discovered. So we thank you for listening, and we now open the floor to questions.
I can start with the question. Okay. So, just that you showed that you calculated the number of avatars based on 15% of the database. The database is Canadian. It's just that I didn't see in your presentation how this will activate the database outside of Laval and the Montreal region.
Yeah, 100%. So that was taking the step further with the avatars and transferring that online experience to also in-store. So the online experience can reach outside of Carrefour Laval 100% through also the influencers, the models, the fashion show. We're going to invite people outside of Montreal, outside of Carrefour Laval. And we're going to also use that in order to convert them to come in-store, not only in Carrefour Laval, but in other places all across Canada as well.
Question for you, the increase in 30% of share of voice, is it for you awareness or impressions?
So for us, it was leveraging the current analytical tools that Addition Ed uses. So looking at how many people speak about us online. So use either our hashtag or say Addition Ed online, either in tweets or social media posts whatsoever.
Okay, and so you intend to measure it through that hashtag and how many people speak to it, so?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Why would people want to come to the fashion show? What's so unique about it?
So the idea is that customers like Mary, which we've established, really enjoy to be on top of their fashion trends. So the key selling point for them to come to the fashion show is to be that first customer who gets to purchase a new collection. And in addition to that, they genuinely enjoy fashion. So bringing a free fashion show to them where they get to interact with their favorite store and build a connection with their brand is something that Mary would love to do.
Not only that, plus-size fashion shows aren't really a thing yet. You don't see many of them, so this is an exciting opportunity for them to go and experience that and see the beauty on stage.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.